too. Your soul.
There we go. That is amazing. Check that out. Woot! Welcome back, everybody, to Conan Exiles. I am the Bearded OG, and in this episode, we are going to the main plan is for us to go to the Sorcerer cave and get started with that. I've spent, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 hours maybe off camera since the last episode, just pretty much grinding, and getting resources, that sort of thing, as well as getting myself and my companions into heavy armor. So I've added a few more furnaces, as you can see here, and I added another tanning station, and just to speed things up. I didn't want to put a whole bunch of extra stations here because this is a temporary base, but I just needed to speed up the processing of that stuff in particular. So we're currently sitting on 1,621 iron bars and almost 1,000 steel bars there, and in let's grab this. I actually ended up having to go back to the let me move a little more quickly here. I had to go back to the savannah and get some more leather because the master armorer journey step didn't give me credit for the hundreds of thick hide, that I got the first time when I was with Joe. So I just went back there and did another shorter, by myself, without Joe, farming session to get that done. So after making... Hold on a second. Oh, damn it. Okay. After making 4 full armor sets and then kind of screwing up and making a couple other pieces that I didn't actually mean to, I still have 1,247 heavy thick leather, and it's still processing out there. So we've got a big supply, of that, and I accidentally made the wrong boots for 2 of my thralls. So then I made the right boots, but I think I clicked one time too many, so now I haven't even yet another extra pair of those. But let's take a look at that. So I'm currently wearing the Dark Templar set. This is a heavy set, and it has it's an agility set, right? So all the pieces have agility weapon damage. I think they all have 3. And I like the look of it too. Now this is what the helmet actually looks like. And it's, I don't know, I don't know if I like this helmet or not. One of the problems that I have with it is when I go to shoot, the tassel kind of gets in the way, So right now I'm just using Fashionist to make it appear like it's still the assassin mask. And yeah, so that's the heavy agility set. And then each one of my thralls are, they're wearing the Guardian set, and the Guardian set is a strength weapon damage set. So they all have the same exact thing because these are all melee fighters. None of them are archers. And so I wanted to give them armor with strength. Now, one of the things that I could also do is if we go into here and we look at, let's see, which one is it? Seekers of the Dawn, Debaucheries, Riders, Hyboria, yeah. So this heavy set here, this Poitain, this gives follower damage and concussive damage. So this is the heavy set that helps both with concussive and follower damage. So I'm probably going to make this set too, because we may need it, when we're going up against some really high level thralls later on. And it's pretty cool looking too. It's a nice looking, almost like a Spartan, kind of look to it, I think. And yeah, so, but right now, I just want to max out agility. And also in terms of that, I made it to the 3rd perk in agility, which is quick-footed. So basically I'm faster now and I use less stamina for climbing and all that. But I want to get to the end of this because the extended leap is super, super useful. So we're going to max out agility all the rest of the way before we put points into anything else. And it looks like I have 2 more points right there. So we're already, 2/3 of the way there. Okay. So, what else have I done? I had to add an extra box because now I have all this extra armor. At some point, I want to go around to all of my other friends, our craftsmen, and, put some of the armor on them. But honestly, I'm not really too worried about that right now. That might be something I'll even wait to do until we move to our permanent base location. So, right now, in terms of our journey steps, we are, or I am working on Master Armorer, because I did some of these things already, and I don't know if I've completed anything else off camera. We've completed Expert Armorer. I think I did actually do that one off camera, because this was all, the making of the heavy armor. And I've completed Steelsmith, and that unlocked the perfected, some of the perfected weapons. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to show you. So, both myself, I have the perfected steel daggers, and on top of that, they're also the tier 3 because of our tier 3 craftsmen. So they have 19% armor pin and 27 health damage. And then I have a variety of different weapons on my thralls. So Sim has a perfected steel spear. It's got 9 armor pin and 35 health damage. But the nice thing about the spear is its reach, right? So that's why I decided to give one of the thralls a spear. Tessa the Blade, she's our named thrall. Her health is now over 1,000. She has the perfected steel greatsword. It does 23 armor pin and 37 health damage. And then Nordy has the perfected steel warhammer, which does 47% armor pin and 40 health damage. Okay, so that's pretty much where we are with everything. I believe I already had made these 2 powerful Hyrcanian light bows in the last episode, so I haven't upgraded anything archery-wise. I am actually using razor arrows now, so that's those are the steel arrows, the step up from the basic steel arrow. All right, so this Master Armor journey, it wants us to unlock now Grandmaster Armorer knowledge. Let's see if we can do that. So if we go here, Fashionist Outfitter's Bent, Fashionist Thrall. Oh, I should probably look at that. But here's the. Wait, that's Master Armorer. Where's Grandmaster Armorer? Here. Okay, we need to be level 56, right, before we can do that. Okay. So I can now make that. That doesn't cost me any points at all. I'm curious what the Fashionist Outfitter's Bench does for us. I haven't messed with that part of that mod yet. So let's go here. I kind of got a little bit organized with my chest. So this has resources. This has tools and crafted items, and this is all just extra armor here. And again, this is all a very temporary setup, right? So let's grab the building hammer. And I want to go to crafting stations, and I want to go to Fashionist. Fashionist Thrall Outfitters. Okay, so we need 240 stone, 160 wood, and 20 twine. So let's just grab those full stacks in there. And then we'll put this down. Okay, why? What's the matter? Why isn't that letting me put it down? Invalid building placement. There's something weird going on in this, in my base here. It's not, it don't let me put it anywhere. What the hell, man? There must, I wonder if there's like some kind of a mod issue. Yeah, because it doesn't let me put it anywhere. If I was to put this down, yeah, see, I can put that down. So it's not a general issue. It must be... Oh, wait, now it's working. That's weird. Okay, try this again. So we'll just set this right next to the Taskmaster station right now, and... Alright, I just want to take a look and see what we can do here. Oh, okay, so this shows... Interesting, this shows all of my people. Oh, I can hide their helmet. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Does that... Reset outfit, distribute outfit. Male and female. So these are just filters. Okay, so if I do distribute outfit, does that remove everybody's... Here, let me dump off these resources here. No, that didn't remove the helmet. All right, let's try this again. I'm probably just doing something wrong. Let's just do it on Tessa for the moment. So, oh, maybe that's what it is. I didn't have them selected. Or did I? Okay, let's try this. Hide helmet. Is that all I have to do? No? Okay. Hide helmet. Distribute outfit or reset? Let's try distribute first. Yeah, that did it. Okay, cool. Wow. Tessa and Sim look almost exactly the same. They could be like twin sisters. That's funny. Okay. So, okay, so what else can I do with this? Just out of curiosity, if I select this and what is reset outfit? I guess that just means if I made some other kind of change, like, you know, show the helmet again. I don't know. I'll have to read up on that a little bit more. But at least we can use it to hide helmets, which is cool. All right, now, next thing is we can't do the Grandmaster Armorer until we're high enough level. So we're on hold for that. I want to get Tinkerer going. What do we still need to do here? Convert a crafter. If I switch that journey, see, I've already done that. It doesn't give me credit for it though. Assign a crafting thrall to a station. What if I picked one of them up? I think in order to do that, their inventory has to be empty. Okay, so now if I go, and it'll also, by the way, with better thralls, which is what I would use to this, if you pick up a thrall and put them in your inventory, it completely resets them. For a craftsperson, it doesn't, I don't think it matters, but it would matter, you know, for a warrior that you'd leveled up. So let's see, stats, move and guard, follow, break bond. That's if I just wanted to get rid of her. Add thrall to party, open inventory, emote, stats. How do I... See, I don't know how to pick her up and put her in my inventory. Does she have to be like just standing there? Move and guard, follow, break bond, manage accessories. Oh yeah, that's for like extra things like jewelry and that sort of thing. Hey, come back. I need to put some more points into expertise. I have like, I'm so bad on encumbrance right now. Add thrall to party, open inventory, emote, stats, move and guard. Can't get her to hold still. Okay, that's where you actually can see her stats and stuff. We were asking about that yesterday. For some damn reason, too, my thralls get caught in this little spot here. It's so irritating. Here, let's, you get out of there. You get out of there. And you get out of there. Can I... Will she stay there? I don't know. This is confusing. Nope, she's gonna do her thing. Okay, I don't know how to pick her up. So let's just put her, reassign her back to smelting and give her her clothes and stuff back. I don't know. I'm supposed to be able to do that, but it's not apparent to me how I'm supposed to be able to do that. So we want to put her there. And yeah, so Zynga's there. Okay, and let's just give her her stuff back. I'm letting her wear the Azura outfit for now, so she has something. Okay, well, whatever. I mean, we will be converting more crafters, of course. So hopefully I will remember to activate Thrall Taker when you know, next time we do that. That's sometimes it seems like it'll give you credit for things that you've already done, and then other times it doesn't. So I'm not sure exactly what the thing is with that. All right, potion maker. Let's activate this. And we did get some gold that I put over here. If I put this in my inventory, there we go. Okay, so we got that. Acquire silver. Okay, we got that. Access or place a grinder. We got that. Grind silver. Silver bars, silver dust, silver and gold dust together with Ichor place bar. Does it have to be a bar, or can I just put it in straight up like this? Okay, so it looks like I have to smelt it first. Fair enough. There we go. Okay. I'm assuming the gold is the same. Yeah. So we'll have to smelt the gold. Now, I thought I could also put coins in the grinder too. Let's grab some silver coins and test that out. Or maybe I have to melt the coins down. Nope, that does work. Okay. Interesting. All right, I'm going to pull that back out for the moment because I'm not sure if we need the coins as coins for something else, or if the only thing you do is grind them. So I'll have to kind of figure that one out, I guess. All right, so now it wants us to grind gold. There we go. Okay, craft alchemical base. I actually have some alchemical base that I got off of some sorcerers that I've killed. There we go. We got credit for it. Okay. But to craft it, I think we do that in the steel fire cauldron. Or the firebolt cauldron. Yeah. So that would take silver, gold dust, and ichor to do. Okay, this is the last gold bar. We'll wait for that, grab it. And then, I guess we'll just... I don't want to keep the goldstone in there. But what we'll do is we'll grind up both of those. Okay, unlock potion maker knowledge. That's the next thing. So let's go to here. And that's probably survival. Where's potion maker? Here. Nice, okay. And then drink an elixir. All right, well, let's go ahead and set up a potion station. Alchemy. So I need 100 iron bars and 50 brick. Alright, we'll put the potion thingy right here. Improved. Wait a minute, this is a fire bowl cauldron. I did the wrong thing. Damn it, Jim. Where do I... Wait, where do I make potions? In here. Right, in the alchemy bench. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's... Since we made this, we might as well put it outside and use it. I'm just going to set it right there for now. Okay, so let's see. Reaper poison. Okay, these are the elixirs here. Elixir of enduring, of grace. Aloe extract. Black lotus poison. Strength. Weapon damage by 15. I must, do I drink that? It says it's poison. I don't know. Or either that or I put it on my weapon, like I coat the weapon with it. Okay, enduring, this gives me plus 50 armor. This gives me agility weapon damage. That's the one we should make. That gives strength. That gives carrying capacity. Ooh, that would be nice. This one does concussion damage. Okay, that would be also nice for taking thralls. And this gives 60 health. Fish scale potion. This probably, yeah, allows us to breathe underwater. Lotus potion is... It says it has a variable effect potion. I don't know what that means. This gives us stamina. The golden lotus. The gray lotus potion gives us plus 15 weapon damage. So this must be a coating for the weapon, I'm thinking. And this is something you would consume. Bestial memory. Okay, these are the ones that reset our points. Purple lotus gives follower damage. Okay. Tears of Gula. That also does follower damage. Violet curative. It cures everything. This causes hallucinations and gives us stamina. The yellow lotus and the reaper poison is for... oh, it is applied to daggers. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, the one I'm the most interested in right at the moment would be the agility weapon. So we need a water-filled, an alchemical base, and 2 crimson lotus powder. How do we do that? Crimson lotus. It requires a crimson lotus. I think those are in the jungle area. So I guess we won't be doing that. Okay. Let's see if we can find one that we can do. The next one I might be interested in is the carrying capacity. And that requires frost lotus. Okay, we're not going to be able to do that either. Frost lotus, of course, is in the winter biome. Gray lotus. Frost lotus. Golden lotus. Elixir of sight is gray lotus. The only lotuses that we have access to at the moment are yellow. But it wants us to do an elixir, not a potion. Or does that matter? I don't know. The yellow lotus potion we could do. And it'll give us some stamina, but it also says it causes hallucinations. God, why am I having such trouble with pronouncing that word? It doesn't look like I can do any of these other ones, especially the ones that say elixirs. I could do... Well, no, I don't want to do a reset. That's the gray. That's the golden. Golden lotus flower. That would be a... Oh, it does say that it's an elixir, and it would give us 21 stamina. But is the... Oh, okay. I only have access to yellow lotus blossoms, not golden lotus. That's a different thing. So I'm assuming it has to say elixir here for it to count. And it doesn't look like we have access to any elixirs right now until we get access to lotus flowers, which there aren't any around here that I'm aware of. So we're probably at a standstill, I think, on proceeding until we can do that stuff. Just double checking here. Purple lotus, yeah. See, this we could do, but it doesn't say that it's an elixir. Oh, I don't even have any golden lotus flowers. They're not far away from here. I'm thinking that's not going to work though anyway. So, okay, well, and we're spending too much time on this, so let's just move on. And you know, when we get a hold of lotus flowers, then we'll know that we need to get back here and do this. And I mean, it's only going to give us glass flask anyways, which is a super lame reward if you ask me, because that stuff is so easy to make. All right, let's move on to Dismantler. So, we just need to make the Dismantler bench, and the last time I tried to do this, I was missing something. I just don't remember what it was. So the Dismantling bench... Oh, right, insulated wood. That's what we were missing. Okay, so that means what we need to do is go to... Mason, I think? Armor... Okay, where is the Tinkerer Blacksmith? Mason, here. Okay, let's switch to this journey, because some of the stuff we have to do to get to the insulated wood is included in here. Okay, so it wants us to craft stone consolidant. We do that in the fire bowl. And it requires plant fiber and resin. Okay, so... let's grab like 100 of these and 100 of these. I didn't look to see what the ratio was on that. I know we use this for making the higher level bricks. Right, okay. Now, craft a hardened brick. So, we place fuel, bricks, and stone consolidant in the furnace. Right, okay. So, let's grab... I'm just going to make 10 of these for now, just to finish the journey steps, but we'll be making thousands of these later, probably. Okay, grab the stone consolidant. Put both of those in there. Start it up. Recipe hardened brick. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Journey step completed. Now, craft dry wood in a dryer. That I have been doing. And I have quite a bit of it, too. So just boom. Okay. Unlock the Journeyman Mason knowledge. Let's go to attributes. Knowledge and construction, Journeyman Mason. Craft insulated wood. Craft insulated wood in the crafting panel of a carpenter's bench. Okay, so that means let's just grab all of those two full stacks. And we'll put them in here. And then insulated wood. And we have to... oh, okay, we have to have resin, which we do have resin in here. Sometimes the craft all button doesn't seem to work right. I don't know why. And this is what we need to make the dismantling bench. Excellent. Okay. Craft iron reinforcements. We've been doing that too. If I just... actually... I still have that little bit that I put in here that I was going to use to upgrade the temple thingy here. But I decided I'm not actually going to do that until we move to our permanent location. By the way, if you're encumbered and you have daggers, you can do this to move quickly, as long as you have enough stamina. I'm surprised they haven't patched that out, but they haven't. 'Cause that was a thing back, you know, when I used to play in 2021. Okay, we'll put those in there. Okay, build or upgrade a building piece. You can replace buildings by placing a higher quality building piece of the same type. Okay, so if we go here and we go to building pieces and we go to stone brick, to make a stone brick foundation, we need 10 normal brick? Yeah, that's... shouldn't that be the upgraded hardened brick? I don't know. I guess not. Okay, so normal brick, 2 shaped wood, 2 iron reinforcements. There we go. Unlock the water well knowledge. Okay. Survival water well. Where is that at? Makeshift water well. Well, that's the modded version, though. I'm sure we have to do the vanilla version. Here, let's search for it. Here we go. Water well. And since this does, well, I guess that costs 1 point. A small well that fills slowly over time. Yeah, we'll learn that too. What the hell? And then this is the large water well. Okay, now it wants us to build the well so we can drink from it, which is not really useful here down at the river, but let's go to rafting stations. Cooking? General. Alright, where am I going to find the water well? Farming? Cooking? Carpentry? Alchemy? It's not... Is it under building pieces? Decorations, maybe? They put weird shit in decorations, but I guess it's kind of like the catch-all. Ladders, signs, wells. Here we go. Alright, so to build this well, we need 60 brick, 60 shaped wood, 50 tar, and 42 iron reinforcements. Oh, damn. Okay, so let's grab 42 of these. Okay, and then it wanted 60 shaped wood. Good thing I've been making some of this stuff, huh? Let's put the insulated wood back in there for the moment. 50 tar and 60 brick. Okay, let's put the well right here. And then to drink from it, we just... We have to maybe wait for it to fill up. Wells fill over time and dry out temporarily if all their water is depleted. If you have only recently placed well, you may need to wait for a short while before water starts collecting in it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Mason journey is completed. Fantastic. What do we get as the reward? We get supply materials. Okay. Let's go in here and open those. What do we get? Really, just basic stone and basic wood. That's it. I think the rewards for some of these are really lame, and then others are like really good, you know? It's just bizarre. Like, an example of a really good one was Sharpshooter. You know, we got the powerful Hyrcanian bow at the end of that. That's a really damn good reward. The reward at the end of Steelsmith was the perfected weapons. Really damn good reward. But then the reward at the end of Alchemy is 10 glass jars. I mean, what the fuck? Or potion maker. So it's just, I don't know, it seems a little weird how that all works. I think they should revisit that and make the rewards a little more worth doing, you know? I don't know. Whatever. It's fun, though. It's kind of fun to do these, because this wasn't in the game, you know, last time I did it. Okay, now, let's... We want to do... Well, we do want to do Tinkerer, but... Master Mason... Which is the one that we were working on that wants us to break something down? Dismantler, that's the one. Okay, let's go back to here. And we want to go to crafting stations and general and dismantling bench. So we need 100 brick and 50 insulated wood. Okay. Let's go grab 50 insulated wood. We only have 45. Okay, so we'll just wait for the last 5 to be done. Okay, let's put the dismantle bench here. Can we try the modded one? It seemed to work. Sometimes that damn thing works, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, so... Why don't we dismantle... What do we got here? I want to see what kind of material we get back. I mean, do we get the full thing back if we dismantle heavy armor? This is for science. Let's just see what happens. The most expensive thing is the heavy padding. If we could get that back, that would be great. Oh, fuck, we don't. We only get a portion of it back. Okay. Wow, we didn't even get heavy leather back. What the hell? We should at least get heavy leather back. God damn it. I mean, because it takes 40, or thick leather. It takes 40 thick leather to make a pad. That's lame. Oh, God. That is really lame. I mean, yeah. At the very least, give us back the same shit that we had to use to make it. I mean, my God. I don't understand that. Whatever. I'm never going to use iron daggers again because I have extra steel ones. I'll never use this powerful hunting bow again. So let's at least dismantle those two things. This is probably just going to give us some twine or something. Yeah. Okay. That makes a little more sense because that's the stuff we use to make that bow. Not all of it, but at least a portion of it. And then we got 10 iron bars. It costs 30 iron bars and sticks to make that. So yeah, we definitely only get a small percentage of that back. It's a little disappointing. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to give me 100% of the, of everything back, though, a lot of games nowadays will do that. But in the case of the heavy armor, at least give us back some of what we used to make it. So that, yeah, that's weird. Still, I mean, this is cool to have, though, because as time goes on, we're going to have just more and more junk that I'm otherwise just going to throw on the ground. So, at least we, here, yeah, let's actually do these arrows because we're using steel arrows now. So we'll put those in there too. Oh, we have to put it up here. This item can't be mute. What? We have to put it. Can we not? What does that mean? Apparently we can't use. Apparently we can't dismantle arrows. Why not? That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Makes no sense to me, man. Okay. Let's go back to our journey steps. And, Master Chef. Yeah, we won't have access to black ice until we go into the frozen north, so I'm not even going to bother with that right now. Purge Defender, Golden Stygian Raider Epic. That's cool. We'll mess with purges later. Apparently the player now instigates the purges. That's a big change from the last time I played. Because the last time I used to play, you know, unless you turned the purges off, if you just played with the normal settings, which I did, the purges were, you know, they would happen. A period of time would go by and then you would get attacked. And then another period of time would go by and then you'd get attacked again. And certain things that you did in the game could speed up, you know, the time between purges and have it happen even sooner. I really liked the purges. They were fun. They gave you an incentive to really build a defensive, you know, base, but the purge would also send really high level named characters that you could capture too, you know. So, I mean, we still can do that, but it looks like we're in full control of that now instead of having it just happen when it happens. So, I'm not necessarily against that idea, but it does change the way you play the game, you know. I kind of liked that pressure, I guess is the word, you know, that it put on you when it was happening normally. So, yeah, big change there. Not necessarily for the better in my opinion, but is what it is. Okay, anyway, let's go back to journeys again. We're going to do Sorcerer. Cartographer, find the summoning place, find the Black Galleon. We've already done that. Is it going to give us credit for that? Oh, shit. Okay. So, the summoning place is the, whatchamacallit? The sinkhole, right? That place that we looked at in the last episode. Then, of course, we were also at the Black Galleon. So I'll just have to try and remember to activate this next time we're near those things. Alkalite, harvest a religious resource. Haven't we already done that? I mean, we have done it. Apparently, it hasn't given me any credit for it. Okay, let's just hop across the water here and take somebody out and get the religious resource. Might as well do it. Won't take very long. And we can finish that journey step. Hello, boyos. You done?
Cut me down, please.
Okay.
Wasn't supposed
There you
to
go.
be like this.
She asked me to cut her down. Alright. Wait a minute. Isn't a human heart a religious resource? What the hell? Okay, I guess I don't know what they mean by religious resource. There we go. Oh! Maybe we needed to do more than one. Okay. And then craft a religious item. I wonder if we just make some more antidotes, if that is considered a religious item, or if we have to make another harvesting tool. Do I just pull this out? Nope. We didn't get credit for that. Okay. So let's put the hearts in. What if I craft some snake arrows? I need some more anyway. By the way, this chest is completely loaded with antidotes. I've just been throwing them on the ground because they're really heavy for one thing. And what am I going to do with that many antidotes? There's nothing I can do with them. So I'm just throwing them out. I have to keep making them because that's how I get the zeal points for, you know, the other stuff. So, okay, does this count? Oh, come on, man. That's a religious item. What the fuck? Crafting certain religious items also grant manifestations of zeal, which are used in more powerful recipes. Craft a religious tool. Okay, I guess I have to craft the thingy here. Again, not that that's a big deal. We need 15 iron bars. What if I did this and then pull it out? Nope. I thought I could maybe, you know, fake it out, but apparently not. Son of a... Yeah, grab 15 of these. Craft the ritual knife. Okay, pull it out. What? Doesn't give me credit for it. The only other thing I can craft is this set brazier. So that's 15 brimstone and 50 stone. I have a feeling this isn't going to work though either. I'm confused. As always. Let's grab 50 stone. Yep, that was it. Okay. So now we have a high priest journey. Upgrade the altar to the final level, assign an archpriest, and summon an avatar. Okay. So that's not something we're going to be doing anytime soon. We'll have to come back to that. Okay, let's take a look at this. Can we put it on top there? Sure, why not? Oh, that's cool. I like it. Okay. I believe now, brewery, curative mixture, cures hangovers. We could start this. Okay, put berries into the fluid press. Oh, I've already done all that. I really wish the game would keep track of the shit if you've already done it. I don't have my sickle. Can I just hand pick these? Yeah. You know, keep track of the stuff that you've already done because it isn't always practical to try and do them in the exact order. Here we go. And we're gonna have to pull the wood out for it to... Wait, here, take that. Okay. Oh, wait, no, wait. It said... Sorry, I'm putting this in the wrong place, aren't I? It said in the fluid press. Okay, put the berry in there. There we go. Okay, put berries in a fluid press. That's going to give us desert berry pulp. I think this is good for keeping you cool. Consumable. Doesn't say that though. Let's drink it. Did that do anything? Okay, maybe this is an intermediate ingredient then? Unlock the apiarist knowledge. Okay, let's go here. That's under survival, and it is here. Buzzing the hive of honey-producing bees. Put a bee in a beehive. You'll occasionally find bees when harvesting shrubs and bushes. Bee placed in the hive will produce honey over time, which is used in many food and drink recipes. Okay, I don't have any bees. I have queen bees, because all of the bees that I've harvested, I've been putting in the fish thingy. So I don't know what the difference is exactly, but we could try a queen bee. All right, put this back here. Farming beehive. So we need 50 wood and 10 twine. And we're going to want this to be outside, of course. Let's just put it right here. I'll be more intentional about where I'm going to put stuff in our main base. Alright, can I just put a queen in there? Oh, I can. Okay. Tamed Shagai drone? Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay, so we can use either type of bee. So one queen bee only creates one thingy of honey? Really? If that's... So what distinguishes queen bees from normal bees then? You'd think at the very least the queen would make more honey. Let's just see what it does. Because maybe that is indeed the case. Maybe it just makes more honey. But I'm kind of thinking maybe not, though. Because this seems to indicate that we're only making one unit of honey. See what happens when it finishes. Okay, so one queen bee created 10 honey. Just because I need to satisfy my curiosity, I'm going to grab my sickle. I'm going to go harvest some plant fibers until I get a normal bee. And then, here, why don't you come with me, Tessa? Because I'm going to get encumbered. And then we'll throw a normal bee in there and see if the normal bee... What I expect it to do is make less, right? Did we get a bee already? I've got too much shit in my inventory right now. Here, you carry my arrows too, because it's just so heavy. All right, I'll be back as soon as I find a normal bee. Okay, have some normal bees. Let's put those in. And my expectation is that the normal bee will give us less honey than the queen. Okay, so a normal worker bee just gives us 1 honey. That makes sense now. Now I know what the deal is. Does that spoil? Oh, it does. Really? Honey's not supposed to spoil. I mean, it can over a very long period of time. Okay. So right now it'll spoil in 1 hour and 12 minutes. If we put it in here, it stays good for 12 hours. Gotcha. So the little grub thingies that you get also when you harvest shrubs, it doesn't... I haven't seen any evidence that... Yeah, these things here... that the bees give you better fish than these do. Maybe they do, but I haven't really noticed that. Because even though it shows this type of fish, I still will also get these other kind of fish too sometimes. And I've just been taking all of the fish and put it in the press for oil. Because it's a very, very easy way to get oil. We have 282 plus all of this that's queued up because I just emptied out the fish thingy. Some of that's from those seeds, though, too. And, I can make plenty of other types of food, so I don't need fish for food, at least not at this point. Now, if we come across a really, really good end-game recipe that requires fish, then that's a different scenario. All right, let's just put this extra stuff in here. Okay, so what are we doing? Unlock the brewing knowledge. That's the next thing. I want to get this concentrated aloe extract. Let's unlock that right now. And then for brewing, we need this. Okay. Access or place a fermentation barrel. Fermentation barrel, 50 insulated wood, 10 iron reinforcements. I'm actually going to queue up some more of these too, because we've been using them. Let's queue up about 200 or so. 209, that works. 50 insulated wood. Okay, and then where are we going to put this thing? Just kind of put stuff any old place at the moment. Maybe we'll put this on the porch over here. Cactus wine. Desert wine. Highland wine. Particularly thirst-quenching wine, an unlikely drink sweeter than expected. Mead, a drink made from fermented honey. Bounty of the grape, drink of the gods. Leavening agent. Okay. Brew some wine. So we're going to need desert berry pulp, highland berry pulp, and leavening agent. Okay, we're not going to get those two things until we get into the north. So that's as far as we can take that one. Fair enough. We're making progress. Okay. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to... yeah, we're not doing Master Chef yet because we need black ice. Well, can we just do Master Chef itself? Survival. No, we have to be level 55. We're 52, so we're getting close. Preservation box. I think this requires black ice too. Let's learn it. Okay, why doesn't it show up there? Farming, general. You'd think that would fall under the cooking. Don't tell me it's under decorations. That's not going to make any sense. It is. It's under decoration storage. Yeah, see, that requires black ice even to make it, and I think we also need black ice to keep it cold. So that will come later. Okay, Master Mason, we're not high enough level yet. So I think we're ready to do Sorcerer. What's holding us up? Yeah, we're not high enough level for Grand Master. Oh, Tinkerer. Yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to do was Tinkerer. So we have to unlock Apprentice Weaponsmith Knowledge. Because this is the thing that's going to allow us to put fittings on our weapons and armor to make them better. So if we go... Where do we find Tinkerer at? Apprentice, Master. Oh, that's all building. Probably survival. Yeah, here we go. What's this? Oh, that's farming, like compost heaps and stuff. Okay, we'll learn that too. Okay, now if we go to Tinkerer, we should be able to activate it now. Wait, where did it go? Here it is. Okay, unlock Apprentice Weaponsmith Knowledge. Okay, where do we get to that? Is that back on the Tinkerer thing itself, which was under survival? That's... No, that's Journeyman Tinker. Okay, let's go to weapons. There we go. Apprentice Weaponsmith. Okay. Access or place a Tinkerer's Bench. Crafting Station. General. Smithing? Armorer's Bench. Tinkerer's Bench. Okay, we need 25 iron and 100 wood. Alright, I'm going to remove this table because it's not doing anything for us. It's just there for as a decoration. And then can we use the snapping version of this? Yeah, it works now. I don't know why it didn't work before. Okay, craft a simple weapon repair kit. Simple weapon repair kit. Simple weapon damage. Oh, here, this thing. Okay, so we just need 30 units of stone. It's kind of funny, too, because I have a bunch of these that I've just looted. Let's put the... We'll just store the table in the artisan's bench for now. Okay, that's done. Repair a damaged weapon. Do I have a weapon? Yeah, we've got the... You know, the thing I don't like about that, though, is that... Oh, okay, I've already screwed these up anyways by repairing them. You know, taking their durability cap down, so let's just do it. And that took it down even more. See, now they only have half of their original durability. But that's okay. Okay, put those back in there. Now what? Unlock the apprentice armor smith knowledge. Craft thin armor plating. I need 10 fiber and 5 twine. And then let me guess, you're going to want me to apply this to a piece of armor. Apply thin armor plating to armor. Okay, let's just grab something cheap that we don't really give a shit about. I don't know, how about this hyena skull helmet? Oh. Why doesn't that work? Maybe we can't do it on that. Let's try it on this medium tacit. Okay, wait. Armor modification attached to increase the strength of armor. Why isn't it working? Oh, you know why? Because I don't think you can put fittings on items that aren't fully repaired. I think that's what it is. Okay, so let's repair this. Now let's do it. Boom. Nice. Okay, so craft a simple tool upgrade. Simple tool upgrade. Simple tool upgrade kit. Need 10 iron bars. I'm just going to pull them out of here. Okay. Apply an upgrade to a tool. We can make better... We make better tool upgrades? Well, I'm sure we can. But for now, let's just apply it to, say, our hatchet here. And is that fully repaired? It is not. Alright, let's go repair it first. Okay, so right now the iron hatchet is 250 durability. And it's still 250 durability. So what the hell did that just do? I don't know. Not sure what that did. If we read the description, it says it makes the tool more efficient, but what does that mean exactly? Does it mean it harvests more quickly now? Not sure. Okay, well, we did it. Access or place a fluid press. Okay. Craft oil in the fluid press. Okay. In fact, yeah, let's take the oil and put it in here, because this is where we, I believe, use the oil, or at least one of the places. Craft a simple weapon damage kit. Simple weapon damage kit. That's this guy here. So we need 10 iron bars and 5 oil. A bag of unpleasant things that can be attached to weapons to increase their damage. Apply damage to a weapon. Okay, let's apply it to... these tier 3 daggers here. I think those might need a little bit of repairing. Oh, nope, we don't. Okay. Right now they do 22 damage and 17 armor pin. Now they do 24 damage and 17 armor pin. So it added 2 points of damage. Okay. Cool. Is that it? Are we done? Claim reward. A prying kit. An instrument for prying off weapon and armor components. Oh, so that means we could remove... We make that in here? Probably. No, wait. Armor reduction, parrying blade. Oh, we can. Never mind. My eyes were looking for something else. An instrument for prying off. Okay, cool. Let's just make it and try it out for the hell of it. Now, the reason I didn't apply any of that to my current armor or weapons is because we should be able to make higher level stuff. Yeah, see, I can do weaponsmith here. I can't do master weaponsmith until we can do hardened steel tools. Okay. Oh, we can learn hardened steel tools. Okay, let's do that. That's probably on later journey step, but we will get credit for that. Let's learn journeyman tinker and master tinker. Might as well learn all of that stuff so we can make a master weapon repair kit. But we need hardened steel for that. To do an advanced, we can just do it for steel. This is the thing I'm interested in making here is the blunted, because, well, I'm interested in making a lot of these things, but that in particular because it'll allow us to knock stuff out, knock friends out even more quickly. Okay, let's go back to here. And we can now learn Master Weaponsmith. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be able to make any of this stuff yet, but at least we have learned it. Let's go to Armor. And we'll learn Armorsmith and Master Armorsmith. Advanced Armor Flexibility Kit. Okay. Spiked weapon fitting. So the advanced blunted needs hardened steel, but we can make just the normal blunted with regular steel, so that's good. Advanced weapon damage also needs hardened steel, so we can't do that yet. But normal weapon damage we can do now. So we have good weapons now, but these are still just, you know, mid-game weapons. They're not like end-game weapons. So it would be appropriate, I think, to invest in, you know, the mid-range stuff for our armor and our weapons. Right. Okay, cool. So why don't I'm going to do this for all of my, you know, myself and my thralls. Thick armor plating. Thick leather and twine. For now, before we go do the sorcery stuff, I'm just going to upgrade my own stuff, and then I'll take care of the thralls off camera. Okay, so let's make 5 thick armor platings. So that means we need 50 thick leather and 25 twine. Okay, so we'll get 5 of those queued up, and then we're going to want to make the blunted weapon fitting. So that's going to take 10 steel bars. And we need to make 4 of those because... Well, actually, you know what? Before we do that, maybe I should... Is there another... I know I asked this before, but I can't remember. Is there another more advanced Thrall taker? Outrider. I don't see anything more for Thralls other than this one. So, yeah. I guess even if there is, we still can learn it in advance. So if we go to survival and we learn Greater Wheel of Friendships, that will allow us to make the steel truncheon. We also need to learn the tamer stuff. Stable Master, Tamer, and Master Tamer. Might as well just learn all of that because we're going to need all of that stuff for taming, which is on the to-do list. Okay, now, do we just... Yeah, we can make the steel truncheon here. So I'm going to make 4 of these, 1 for me and 3 for my people. And then I'll make the blunt fittings to put on top of those. But we could get the blunt fittings going now. So that's going to require 40 steel bar to make 4 of those. In fact, let's just grab like half of this steel because we're going to also need it to make the truncheons. Okay, so we have our thick armor plating. Let's grab that. And then let's make 4 of the blunted weapon fittings. And while those are cooking up, we'll come over here and what looks like we're going to need more normal leather. Where am I going? Over here. Let's grab all of that normal leather. Okay, so we want to craft 4 of these. Beautiful. My old iron truncheons, I can see no reason for hanging on to those anymore. So we will melt all of these down. Yeah, some of the resources back. While we're waiting on that, let's look at our chess piece. So right now, you know what? Damn it. Is it going to make me repair all of these? Probably. Not that that's a bad idea. Okay. Repair. Oh, now you want normal leather too? Why? I use thick leather. You're killing me, Jim. Okay, try that again. Repair. 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 Repair and repair. Okay, grab all of these pieces. I'm going to need to make some more normal leather, I think. Okay, so our chest piece right now, it has an armor value of 140, and it's... Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec. Some of these we can make for making our armor lighter. Make weapons and armor more durable. Okay, that's a durability thing. That's flexibility. That's for reducing weapon weight. Paring blade. Armor flexibility, armor reduction. Okay, so armor reduction would reduce weight. Make tools more efficient. That's the one I don't understand exactly what that means. Make your weapons and armor more durable. Okay, I don't know if we can use one of these kits and use the plating at the same time. But I've already made the plating, so we're just going to go with that for now. Right? Okay, so once again, this is 140. If we put this on here, it makes it 152. So it gave it 12 more points of armor value. This is 100. Now it's 112. Okay, so it looks like it does 12 on probably all of them. The helmet, it's 80. And 92. Yeah, looks like it does that for all of them. Nice. Okay, so we just added another total of 60 points of armor value to our whole set there. let's grab these 4 steel truncheons, and we'll grab the 4 blunt fittings. All right, so right now this does... Well, it doesn't really tell us how much concussive damage it does. Is there more info? A blunted fitting that can be applied to a weapon to increase concussive damage. So, all right, well, we know we've increased it. We just don't know by how much. So, we'll just have to trust that it works. Okay, and then the last thing that we're going to do for now, and then like I said, I'll work on some of this stuff off camera too for the Thralls, is we want a weapon modification for our perfected steel thingamadoodles, daggers. And we're going to have to do... Yeah, that one does hardened steel. This is the normal one here. So we need 10 more steel bars. Okay, and we're going to have to repair the daggers before it'll let us put them on there. Okay, so right now the daggers do 27 damage and 19 armor pin. And now they do 31 damage and 19 armor pin. So it added 3 more points of damage. Okay, cool. Very nice. Very nice indeed. All right, so like I said, I'll mess around with, you know, doing more upgrades for the Thralls and stuff too. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take a trip to the Sorcerer's Cave to end this episode. And if we want to go back to Journey, and we want to go to Sorcerer right here. Find the hidden Sorcerer's Cave. Okay, so that cave is right about here on the map. So I will meet you guys over there in, for you, just a second. All right, guys, we are at the Sorcerer's Cave. I have a bedroll down here in case something goes wrong. I don't think we'll have too much trouble in here, but better to be safe than sorry. Also, before we go in, well, crocodile. I went over to this area here to pick a bunch of aloe so I can make the these new concentrated aloe extract potions that we learned. And I hopped over the ridge to over this side, and I found another named NPC walking around, and so I took him out with very little difficulty and brought him back, and he's on the Wheel of Friendship right now. So when we get back, he'll probably be done, and that'll give us our second named companion. Now, Joe and I have the server set to only allow a maximum of 4 companions because, I mean, the Better Thralls mod that we have allows you to have up to 10, but I mean, that's just ridiculous because then you're pretty much invincible. And we're actually planning on only having 3 actual fighting Thralls because one of those followers also counts as your mount too. So we'll ultimately have 3, fighting followers and then a mount. So anyway, just throwing that out there at you. And then the Thralls that I retire and replace with better ones, I'll keep them and have them just, like guard the base. Okay, so anyway, this cave it's got some undead shalebacks in it, and it also is going to corrupt us, but I don't think we'll spend enough time in here to worry about that. And we are on the journey step for the Sorcerer. This is the hidden cave here. Then we're going to go in and we're going to touch this tome that we're going to get, which will start the process of the sorcery tree, and then we'll go back home, make the thaumaturgy bench, upgrade the tome, and then cast a spell. And then we'll get this Sorcerer's helmet as a reward. Okay, so let's do this. Now, you can actually run through here and avoid these monsters if you have enough stamina to get past them. Why are my followers not coming in here? That was weird. But,
Fight!
you know, since I have my peeps with me, we don't need to do that. I don't know. Do these guys drop anything? Demon blood. Okay. Well, we'll take that. We're going to need that for stuff later on. It looks like I only get it from one hit, though. Okay. All right. So let's. We don't want them to all gang up on us because these guys are actually pretty tough.
Taste death.
And
Gods take you.
oh, I didn't have my daggers equipped. I was punching them out. What was I going to say? Oh, I can use my daggers on them for normal attacks, but I can't cause bleed on them because they're undead. Okay. Am I hitting him? Okay, nothing. I guess it's just a random chance if you can get demon blood off him. Okay, we got it that time. Just had to get a solid enough hit on him, I suppose. So once we get past this first part, then we go into the actual Sorcerer's Cave here. Find the hidden Sorcerer's Cave, okay. And we come up here. And I don't think we can loot these boxes here. But what we do is we touch this thingy here. And that gives us, unlocks Sorcery and gives us 2 spells. And also gives us the Tome of Curak. And this is our spell book. And what we can do is upgrade it. And each time we upgrade it, we get new and better spells. What? How the fuck did that happen? I don't know. There aren't any more enemies in here, so I don't know how he got hurt. That's really weird. We have fall damage turned off for the Thralls because we think they're not smart enough to avoid falling. So it shouldn't anyways have been a fall that killed him or knocked him out, I suppose. Okay, well what we have to do, well I guess we're gonna have to figure out what happened to Nordy first. Okay, well, let's go ahead and finish what we came here to do, first of all. One of the things that these chests can have in them is a pickaxe. Like the actual pickaxe. So that's why I didn't make it yet. Alright, so that just has coins and silver dust. What does this one have? Oh, look at that. Hardened steel hatchet. Now, what? What the hell's going on? A large shelf. Oh, and a perfected steel mace, too. Okay, let's take all of that. My torch is broken. There's the pickaxe. And an Arcaronian pick. Steel poniards. Okay, let's take all of that. And the last one's right here. We'll take all that, too. Okay. I wonder if it's the corruption that's messing them up. She's healing. Wow, that's really weird. Okay, well, let's get the hell out of here. Because I'm a little concerned about this. I don't want to lose our name. I may not want to lose any of them, but I definitely don't want to lose our named. Okay, so I think we have to climb up right here. It must have something to do with the corruption because Nordy has the least amount of health, and he's the first one that went down, and then Sim went down. She has a little more health than he. And then, here, let's just keep going. She should just teleport to us. Let's get out of here. I I didn't think, though, that thralls were affected by corruption. I thought they were immune to it. That is concerning. What I'm going to do is, this is some nice stuff that we got. Made in the Archeronian style. 400. This thing is really good. But, the nice thing about the pickaxe, in case you guys didn't know, is it's basically an axe and a pick all in one. So it's really nice. Okay, there's our staff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put... That's a really nice mace, too. I'm going to put those two things in her inventory, because those are some of our more valuable things. I mean, I should be fine, but you never know, right? And I'm going to tell her to stay put. Also, yeah, she should be fine. I don't think any bads will come through here. And I'm going to go back and look for these guys, but geez, I don't know, man. Oh shit, I got to fix my torch. I guess we've lost them, unless we luck out and they happen to have a reset back at the base. I suppose that's possible, I don't know. Because they certainly aren't anywhere in here that I can see. Okay, well, I'm gonna run home and hopefully they're back at the base. If they're not, I don't know what else to do. Oh, one other thing I was going to tell you guys, if I didn't already mention this, is that cave will reset. I don't know what the timer is on it, if it's 24 hours or whatever, but it will reset, and then you can go in there and farm those chests again. So that's a pretty decent loot. It's solid mid-game loot, we'll put it that way. I'm not positive, but I think that might be a named NPC over there. So I'm going to tell you to stay put. And let's go check that out. Need this anymore? Yeah, she must be, because... What the fuck? Oh, shit. So my guess on that... Oh, no. Is that... Ah, you motherfucker. God damn it. Anyway, we're probably going to see a message that Sim's going to get killed too here in a little bit. My guess is that they were probably still somewhere in that cave where I couldn't find them, and it took me too long to revive them, and then whatever ultimately killed them for good. Oh, fuck, man. That was bad timing. Okay, well, let's harvest this guy for the hide and the demon blood. I've seen her there before, so I'm sure we'll have another opportunity at some point. I'll give you the hide. I'm really low on normal leather, so that's why I'm gathering the regular hide here. Alright, yeah, bummer, man. Yep. Sim was killed while following you. Oh, that sucks. And we're out all the armor and weapons that we worked so hard to equip them with, too. Well, alright. And it's what it is. I don't know what else. I can't do anything about it, right? I just can't. I don't know what to do about it. So, moving forward, I'm not going to make friends with anything other than a named. Because Tessa survived by virtue of the fact that she just had a much larger health pool than the others did. However, if I would have kept her in there any longer than I did, she might have bit the dust too. So here's our other named guy. So this is Ulrich the Beast. So he'll be able to take the place of one of them, and then we'll just keep looking for more named thralls, you know, as we go along. Oh, that really bites, man. I wonder if I went back there. Oh, see, so if you look, the dancer is removing my corruption. That's the purple things on my health and stamina bar. For those of you who didn't know how that worked, that's why you want to have a dancer. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, if I look in here, they're gone. They don't exist anymore. Oh, that sucks. Okay, it is what it is. Last thing we're going to do before we wrap up this episode is we're going to put down our sorcerer's bench. And I think... let's see here. Let me get the build hammer. Let's move this somewhere else. Here, we'll just put it right here. Okay, and then we'll put the sorcerer's table is pretty good size. So I think what I'm actually going to do is, can I move this too? Oh yeah, that's super useful. Okay, we'll put this over here. And then we'll put the sorcerer's table there. Crafting station, sorcery. Okay, so we need... oh, right, this is what I needed the crystal for. 300 stone and 50 iron. I have some crystal, but don't think I have enough. 48, are you shitting me, really? We're short 2 damn crystals. Of course we are. Okay, so let me go grab some crystal. Well, actually, first of all, I'm going to offload all this stuff. And then, there's a cave kind of over in here, I think, in this area, that has a bunch of crystal in it. So I'll meet you guys over there just to show you where it is for those of you who may not know where it is. And we'll grab some crystal. Then we'll come back and we'll put this thing together. And we got some good stuff out of that, dude. Holy shit. 22 advanced weapon repair kits? Really? That doesn't seem right. I quickly looked up Thrall's dying in Shaleback Hollow, and I googled it, and the first article that came up was on Funcom's forums, and what people were saying is that sometimes what'll happen is that the Thralls will teleport up to the surface, and then there's enemies right above that cave, and they get killed by the enemies. And I think that's probably what happened, only because of the fact that I couldn't find them in the cave anywhere, right? So, note to self and note to all of you, if you guys are playing this game, or ever do play this game, don't take your Thralls inside of the Cave of Curak, or Shaleback Hollow. And we're just really, really lucky that we didn't lose Tessa, because that would have sucked. I mean, we would have recovered eventually, but still. Anyway, okay, this is called Hanuman's Grotto. And it is got a bunch of these imp things in here, and there's also a lower some lore in here. And a one skull boss that Tessa and I can probably take, because I don't think he's super strong. The thing is, though, is if we can't take him and she goes down next to him, he's going to camp her. It's going to be very hard for me to get her back. Whereas if I... Well, the problem with me going down those, then all my stuff would also be there. Yeah, I don't remember how tough this guy is. I don't think he's super tough, but I'm not sure I want to take a chance on him right now just because we've already had a couple of losses. So let's not bother with him. I'll maybe come back later on and take him on. Anyway, yeah, so down in this cave, this red shit is actually crystal. And we only needed like 2 more, but since we're here, we might as well get a decent load of it. There's also a one skull imp boss in here that's really, really easy to kill. This stuff can be kind of weird to harvest. It doesn't all... Not all of it will actually harvest for some reason. So I guess some of it's just static. But yeah, there's this guy here, but he's only got 247 health. Very easy to kill, as you can see. Does he drop anything? An iron pot? Okay. We don't need that. And I don't want the bones or the feral flesh. God, I can't believe I got 22 advanced weapon repair kits off the kill of that demon shaleback. That's crazy. Okay, so let's grab a little bit more crystal. This isn't the only place, of course, in the game to get crystal, but it's probably the easiest place that I'm aware of to get it, at least down in this area. Nope, don't do that. Okay, tell you what I'm gonna do, actually. I'm gonna just have her stay here. Yes. Stop following. And her guard mode is... Let's just have her stay defensive on both of those. So that way, if any of these imps re-pop and attack her, she'll make short work of them. I might try and see if I can take this one skull. But if it looks like he's tougher than I was expecting him to be, then I'll bail. Okay, so this stuff we can actually pick, and it gives us the glowing goop, and we need that for some potions, I believe. And I think we can also make like torches and stuff out of it, if I remember right. Okay, then we swim up to here. I don't know how my torch got unequipped. Okay, so we came from over that way. And then there's this guy right here. So let's just see how tough he is. Oh shit, he's a 3 skull. He's not... Okay, for a 3 skull though, he's not super tough. We can do this if we play our cards right. Oh, gotta get a little closer than that. Is he barked? Alright, let's poison him. What the fuck's he doing? I have a feeling like he's gonna reset. Yeah, he... Oh, he didn't reset. He's still damaged. He did reset, but I mean, he didn't... His health didn't reset. Oops. Got him. Valus the Loyal. Silent Legion Tacit. That's a high level thing. And the Staff of Hanuman. Cooked shellfish, tusks, and a withered heart. Don't think we need that shit. Okay, so this is some lore. And if we look at the book, go ahead and pause the screen and read that if you want to. So this is some kind of... I've always kind of felt like this was just a random thing. It doesn't really tie in with the rest of the game as far as I know.
O Lord of the Darkness,
oh, here we go, yeah.
of men who are not men, give us strength and suffering in equal measure. Let our bodies be pleasing to you, and our minds quieted from this conscious thought. Let us find the inner rages, and loose them upon the earth. We give our sacrifice into your hands. Appease your thirst in the slickness of blood. Grant us the power of your might, the eternal strength of Hanuman.
Okay, so I think he's like supposed to be the god of the imp dudes or something. And if we give that thing as sacrifice, which was that withered heart, it gives us a buff. Stats. Wait, doesn't it give us a buff? I thought it gave us a buff. I don't see a buff, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But we can also get a metric shit ton of more crystal here too while we're here. The Staff of Hanuman. This is a pike. 9 armor, 36 health damage. It's a legendary weapon, but it's an early game legendary weapon, though. But it's kind of cool, though. Let's take a quick look at it. Yeah, that thing's awesome. 36 health damage versus 31. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad weapon for now. While we're still kind of in the early game, but it won't be for long. We'll get better stuff pretty quick. In fact, the steel spear that I can make, the perfected one, is probably even better than that, but I don't know that for sure. Can we do this on this guy? Yep, we sure can. Anyway, while I'm here, I'm gonna... okay, I guess that's all I'm gonna get. Here, let's get rid of this. We'll eat some steak and get rid of that. I actually have quite a bit of demon blood already, so we'll get rid of that. See if we can pick up just a couple more crystals here. We're at 96, 98, 99. Okay, that's all I'm going to grab. Silent Legion Tacit. This is heavy armor, and it gives a stamina buff. An ancient leg armor with a ghastly aura. Oh. Okay. It is not in very good repair. Let's try this out a little bit. Not that there's anything around here that's we're not going to be able to kill in one shot anyway, but kind of weird how he holds it. Oh, by the way, I didn't show you exactly on the map where that place is, but it's right there, Hanuman's Grotto. Just as an FYI. Oh, Jesus. That's insane. It's brutal, man. Wow. Oh, man. Okay. Well, since we went to all that trouble to absolutely massacre those poor souls, let's at least get their hearts. Good Lord, that was bad. He did.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Okay. Alright, let's quit fucking around and go back and set up our sorcery table. Okay, we'll put the Silent Legion thingamadoodle in there. We'll put all of the armor repair kits in here. That is an amazing amount of armor repair kits. Okay, so we have 736 crystal from that run. That's pretty good. Oh, what's that? Ornament's gift. Oh, that's what we get as elixir. Oh, okay. I thought it gave us a buff, but it was giving us the elixir. Okay, and you know what? That might actually count towards our journey. We got more attributes. Extended leap. Jump while in the air to do a second jump. Rolling thrust. After dodging, your next damage attack has 20% increased penetration. Now, this is amazing. So, now what we can do is like that. I love it. Okay, so we are now maxed out on agility, ladies and gentlemen. That's an amazing thing. Okay, anyway, back to this. Let's go to the journey. Go back to what was it? Chemistry? Potion maker? Yeah, potion maker. Drink an elixir. Ah, shit, that didn't count. But that gave us plus 50 armor for 2 hours. Nice. So I think we can go back in there and farm that NPC. We just kill him and get the withered heart again, and then we get more of these. But they are random. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just forgot that it was a potion they gave us. I thought it just automatically, you know, gave us a buff. All right, let's put the glowing goop in there. We don't need the prayer to Hanuman. And now we can make our sorcery bench, finally. Oh, we need 300 stone, 50 iron bar. Okay, get that guy to snap right there. Alright, let's go back to... it says that damn thing's an elixir. That should have counted. Man, what the hell? Right, let's go back to Sorcerer. Access the thaumaturge's bench. Okay. Let's grab all of our Sorcerer stuff out of here that I've been storing in here. We don't need the map. An scroll Skelos Cultist Master. I don't know what that does. We need the Sorcerer's spell pages. That's what we need. And then I'm pretty sure we need the tome and the staff. Let's open that and see how many coins we get. And I'm pretty sure these golem pieces are a sorcery item too. So let's put those in there. All of the pages can go in. The cloth pouch and the burlap pouch. We'll put the rest of this crystal in there. Let's open this up. 74 gold and 48 silver coin. Very nice. We could... Can we smelt these into bars? We can't grind them directly, but can we smelt them? Yes, we can. Okay. I'm not going to do that right now because I want to find out. And if you guys know, let me know in the comments. But I want to find out if we can use those coins for something else. And if not, then we'll just, you know, smelt them as we come across them. Large shelf. Okay, well, we were not going to mess with that until we get into our main base. All right, now upgrade your Tome of Kurak. So let's put the tome in here. And so the first upgrade requires a sorceress page, which we have. 1 putrid meat and 1 stone. Okay, here we go. Crazy. Fucking scary, man. That's some evil shit. Okay, so I don't think we have to carry this with us. The next upgrade requires feral flesh and 5 feathers. But let's see what we currently have. Now, it says spells are cast by combining words of power to evoke ancient power. Equip your focus. Press left click, engage with a different words of power to cast phrase. Okay, don't we have to have a reagent? Let's just try this. Journey complete. Okay, so how do I know? How do I know what spells I currently have? I think if we go to knowledge and sorcery. Okay, so we have these 2 wisp powers. This will just put a light in at a fixed point in a dark room and light it up. This one will follow me around. And it's a little bit irritating because it kind of gets in your line of sight. And then what's this do? This is... Oh, this we have to do with the sacrificial stone thingy. Which I guess we have to make one of those. This makes an ice bridge across a chasm that we can walk over. And this will reveal corrupted objects and creatures. And then this is also something we do at the sacrificial stone. So, I'll tell you what I'm actually going to do. There's a... I think the next level spell... We need 1 feral flesh and 5 feathers. It gives us kind of like a slow fall thing, and it's really, really useful for just... You can literally jump off a mountain and float down without getting hurt. Okay. Do that upgrade. Yeah, slow fall. That's the one I wanted to learn. That does give us a little bit of corruption too. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but he just removed it. Okay, so don't I have to have... Oh, actually here, let's just throw those in the grinder. Get some bone meal. And let's throw this in here. Okay. See, I thought I had to have a reagent in my inventory to get this to work, but let's try it without it first and see what it does. Alright, so let's check this out. That is a cool effect. Okay, so we need shape the raw forces of nature and reality itself. And then that's the bridge, and this is the... Oh, okay, yeah, see it says missing burlap pouch, so we do have to have a reagent to use that. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure. So the cloth pouch is probably for more powerful spells. The one thing that... Source stats. All right, we can also change the look of stuff. Kind of like what Fashionist does, but we can do that for anything. So if we like have a weapon that we really like the look of, but we want to use a different one, we can use it for that. Okay, so let's test this out. Maybe we'll go up on top of there instead. Okay.
Your soul.
There we go. That is amazing. Check that out. Woot! And it lasts for 60 seconds, right? So as long as we get down off of whatever mountain we're jumping off of within 60 seconds, we're good to go. Oh, that is so cool. I love it. I love it. Okay. So that's about as far as I've gone in my solo playthrough with Sorcery. I haven't done any more spells beyond this one. So we'll discover the new stuff as time goes on and have fun with that new, well, new to me. It's been in Conan for a few years now, but it's new to me, so very cool. It'll disappear in 8 seconds. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video, and we'll catch y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye.